distinguished guests, esteemed faculty, proud parents, and the graduating class of 2023. It is with immense joy and honor that I stand before you today and extend a warm welcome to this momentous occasion. As we gather here to celebrate the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and perseverance, let us take a moment to reflect on the remarkable journey that has brought us to this milestone. Each one of you, our incredible graduates, has overcome challenges, embraced growth, and shown exceptional resilience along the way. Today we come together as a community to honor your achievements, celebrate your potential, and bid you farewell as you embark on the next chapter of your lives. Welcome to this extraordinary graduation ceremony, a tribute to your incredible accomplishments and a testament to the bright futures that lie ahead. Thank you, Board of Education, for your unwavering commitment to educational excellence. Your tireless efforts empower students, inspire educators, and shape the future. We are grateful for your dedication to providing a quality education and ensuring the success of every learner. As we stand here tonight on the brink of our graduation, we cannot help but acknowledge the profound impact our teachers have had on the lives of our students. They have been our guiding lights, our mentors, and our advocates. They have nurtured minds, ignited passions, and instilled the belief that our students can achieve greatness. Their dedication, patience, and unwavering support have shaped our children into the individuals they are today. We are forever grateful for their tireless commitment to education and for being the driving force behind our school's success. Tonight, we honor and celebrate our teachers who have not only imparted knowledge and have touched hearts and also inspired so many to reach for the stars. Let's give our teachers a hand, please. To our veterans here tonight and those serving across the world, thank you for your selfless service, unwavering bravery, and sacrifice. Your dedication to protecting our freedom and ensuring our safety is deeply appreciated. Your courage and commitment serve as a constant reminder that valor and honor that embody the spirit of our nation. To our parents and caregivers gathered here tonight, we extend our heartfelt gratitude for the unwavering support, love, and guidance you have bestowed upon your children throughout this educational journey. You've been pillars of strength, cheerleaders in times of triumph, and a comforting presence in moments of uncertainty. Your sacrifices and dedication have fueled their aspirations and provided them with a foundation to soar. As these graduates embark on the next chapter of their lives, they carry with them the invaluable lessons and values and unwavering belief in potential that you have instilled upon them. Thank you for your love and for being their guiding lights and for standing by your child's side every step of the way. Today we celebrate not only their achievements, but also the profound impact you've had on their lives. Lastly, to our graduates, it's with great joy and pride that I stand before you today as superintendent of this incredible school district to address the remarkable class of 2023. This is a momentous occasion, a milestone in your lives that marks the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and growth. As you embark on this next chapter, I want to take a moment to reflect on the incredible journey that has brought you here to inspire you for the future that lies ahead. Graduates, you've shown resilience in the face of challenges, determination in pursuing your goals, and the unwavering commitment of learning. Through late nights of studying, countless exams, countless extracurricular activities, and you have developed skills, expanded your knowledge, and discovered passions that will shape your future endeavors. As you step into the world, remember that each one of you has the power to make a difference. Never underestimate the impact you can have on those around you. Embrace your unique talents and strengths, for they are what make you extraordinary. Your generation possesses an incredible ability to think critically, challenge the status quo, and create positive change. Use that power wisely and use it responsibly. While the road ahead may seem uncertain at times, have faith in your abilities and trust the lessons you have learned throughout your educational journey. Embrace failure as a stepping stone to success, for through failures, we find the strength to rise, the wisdom to learn, and the determination to persevere. Remember, success is not defined by how many times you fall, but how many times you get back up. Take time to explore your passions, follow your dreams fearlessly. Do not be confined by expectations of societal norms. Instead, pave your own path and be true to yourselves. Remember that success is not solely measured by the material wealth or professional achievements. It is about finding fulfillment, pursuing happiness, and making a positive impact in the lives of others. Lastly, I encourage you to cherish the connections you have formed during your time here at Carmichael's. The friendships, mentors, and teachers have guided you along the way, have played an integral role in shaping the individuals that you have become. Stay connected with them and continue to build a strong support network throughout your lives. In closing, as you celebrate this momentous occasion, take a moment to reflect on how far you have come and the endless possibilities that lie ahead. The world needs your passion. The world needs your creativity, and it needs your unique perspectives. Go out and make a difference. Never forget the importance of lifelong learning and personal growth. Congratulations to the class of 2023. May you continue to soar to new heights and embrace the extraordinary journey that awaits you. Thank you for inspiring all of us and for leaving us with such incredible memories. May your hearts be filled with courage, your minds with wisdom, and your spirits with unwavering determination to be the good that this world so desperately needs. I wish you all the best, and I know you'll hear this 100 times tonight, but it's absolutely true. Once a Mike, always a Mike. Good luck, and God bless. The national anthem tonight will be sung by Gabrielle Yazani. Graduates, family members, and guests, please rise. Gentlemen, please remove your caps.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you.
Good evening, and thank you, Gabby, for that beautiful version of the national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. John Yeesh, a 1978 graduate of Carmichael's High School. Mr. Yeesh is an accomplished pilot for both the United States Air Force and a commercial airline pilot for UPS. For almost 40 years, he followed high school with attending Penn State and graduating in 1982 with a Bachelor's of Science in Agriculture Mechanization. He worked as a yield specialist at Purdue Farms Poultry Company while waiting for his training date for the United States Air Force to begin in January of 1983. Pursuing his childhood dreams of becoming an astronaut, Mr. Yeesh was flying for the military and achieved the rank of Major before retirement in October of 2003. Between flying for the Air Force and his concurrent career with the Air Force Reserves and UPS, John Yeesh has visited almost every continent in the world and has been to 100 countries, territories, and islands. He has been able to see the Northern Lights as well as the world's most important tourist sites. His travel even took him around the world in 4 minutes. While he never did quite reach the stars, he's now spent his entire career in the sky. Mr. Yeesh enjoys retirement in Delaware with his wife, Lee, visiting with kids, and participating as a member in the American Legion and VFW, and working on his 1953 Army Jeep. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. John Yeesh.
Thank you. Thank you for that kind introduction and warm welcome. Wow, it's great to be back in Carmichael's. Just looking around this gymnasium and looking at all the banners, I'm proud to see you're upholding all of our successful sports traditions. Also, congratulations to the girls softball team and the boys baseball team, as I understand you had 2 successful seasons. I was thrilled and humbled to be invited back to speak with you. Hopefully, I can share my experiences and a little bit of wisdom that I learned since my high school graduation. As you may have read in the program, I was an Air Force pilot and an airline pilot. When I was a kid, I was fascinated with the Apollo astronauts walking on the moon, and it became my secret ambition to become an astronaut. At that time, all the astronauts were military pilots. However, if you compare my life to that goal, I failed miserably by several thousand feet. Failure, and what I would make of it, was a recurring theme in my life, even in my high school years. At the beginning of my senior year, we were coming off 2 dismal football seasons. My coach, Vic Lapwitz, he set us down before the summer football practices. He told us the truth. He was blunt. He said, "We will never be a good football team until we get the basics down. We have to block, tackle, and run." Those summer practices were brutal, but I'm proud to say that one of those banners up there can be attributed to that 1977 season and to the team for our determination in overcoming our failures. After completing a bachelor's degree at Penn State, I decided to pursue a flying opportunity with the Air Force. I fulfilled my active duty commitment, including missions during Desert Storm. Then I finished my military career in the Air Force Reserves while concurrently becoming an airline pilot. Over the years, people have always told me they've envied my job. I've seen the Northern Lights. I've visited most of the world's greatest tourist sites. I've flown supersonic. I've ice fished in Finland and even ice skated near the equator. And I floated around the world in just 4 minutes. You're probably wondering how I did that. Well, it was not supersonic flight or in a space shuttle. I was assigned an Air Force mission flying over top of the world, right next to the North Pole. So I took the opportunity. I flew a 360-degree turn around the North Pole, covering all 180-degree meridians in both the eastern and western hemispheres, and it only took 4 minutes. Besides being a lot of fun, flying in the military and my airline career were some of the most exciting times of my life, but it took work, it was effort, a lot of training, and it was not always easy. With each aircraft I learned to fly in pilot training, there were 3 phases of training. First, the contact phase. During this phase, everything is visual. You look out the window and you use all the visual references from the horizon as you learn how to control the aircraft. Second was the instrument phase. You fly strictly off your instruments. I can only compare this to driving your car with the window fogged over and only using your GPS to stay on the road. Lastly was the formation phase. This is the most challenging and exciting. This is where you get to fly 3 feet away from another aircraft at speeds at over 300 miles an hour, and you learn tactical dogfight maneuvers. During my training in the contact phase, I had to learn how to I had to learn several aerobatic maneuvers ranging from loops, barrel rolls, and cubinades. And then I had to learn how to recover from multiple problems like spins, stalls, and mechanical failures. Then, before they let you go fly solo, you receive training in an emergency procedure simulator. You are tested on every known emergency in the aircraft, up to and including triggering the ejection seat. It was on this day that led me to my eureka moment. I was in a simulator on the runway taking off in my 2-engine T-37 jet trainer. After getting airborne, my aircraft experienced a catastrophic engine failure. Basically, the engine seized. During our training, it's always drilled into you that when you experience an emergency, first, you maintain aircraft control. You stay calm, and continue to fly the aircraft. Unlike a car, you cannot simply pull off to the side of the road. Second, you analyze the situation. You do this to make sure you know what's happening before you react. You do not want to make an irreversible mistake. And third, take coordinated corrective action. Basically, you handle the problem, pick your best option, and bring the aircraft back for a safe landing. When you lose an engine on a 2-engine aircraft at maximum thrust set for takeoff, the aircraft will aggressively want to roll away from the good engine because it is no longer counterbalanced by the thrust of the failed engine. Pilots view this as the most critical phase of flight and the worst time to lose an engine. On this training flight, when this happened to me, I quickly pushed in on the rudder to maintain aircraft control. Unfortunately, I only put in enough rudder to keep from rolling over and possibly crashing. As I continued climbing out, I was not maintaining my heading. I was drifting off my intended course. Eventually, I leveled off at a safe altitude. I analyzed the situation and took corrective action. I flew the aircraft around the pattern and I landed safely on the runway. The goal is to handle emergencies in safe parameters until you can bring it to a logical conclusion, which is hopefully a safe landing. During my career, I regularly trained for every known worst-case scenario. Without a doubt, this is the hardest part of my job. I was thankful to have had that training. There's an old saying, I'd rather be in a simulator wishing that I was flying at 35,000 feet than to be at 35,000 feet wishing I was in a simulator. When you're in the air and something goes wrong, you have to keep flying. You need to focus and prioritize. In that same simulator session, I covered all the other required emergencies, and then the session was finally over. I was feeling pretty good about my performance. I felt I handled all the emergencies and landed safely after my engine failure. During the debriefing, we discussed everything, and my instructor gave me the bad news. He was failing me because I did not maintain my heading after I lost the engine on takeoff. He was brutally honest. I did not meet safe standards. And if I was serious about becoming an Air Force pilot, I better get it right tomorrow and every time after. I was devastated. I couldn't believe it. I thought, well, I'd plead my case. At least I didn't crash, and they landed safely. He kind of looked at me in disbelief. He says, you were all over the sky. If there was a mountain range out there, you probably crashed into one. If you're flying in high-density traffic, you may have crashed into another airplane. He said, don't make excuses. Make a plan, fix your performance, and get it right. Because I was distracted and fixated on my engine failure, I did fail to properly monitor and control my flight path. I can only compare this to looking at your cell phone while driving a car and swerving off the road. I was not safely maintaining control. My professional success was earned through my failures and my determination, much like when I was in high school. If I failed a test, I usually learned the material on the after-test review. In the same way, when I failed my simulator, I was determined to learn and do it right. I may not have been the best academically in high school or college. Still, I've always been told I have the most determined attitude, and it's that determination that's gotten me to where I am today. That brings me back to my training. Flying is relatively easy after you are trained and proficient, and assuming nothing ever goes wrong. However, they pay you the big bucks to be able to handle the emergencies. As pilots, we train, prepare, and continue to train for the times when we only get one chance. A few years later, I got that chance. I was climbing out of the country of Ivory Coast in Africa. I was flying in my Air Force C-141 transport jet. When I was passing about 6,000 feet, my left inboard engine disintegrated and threw a piece into my left outboard engine. It's amazing how your training kicks in. However, I'll be frank. When I thought about maintaining aircraft control, for a few minutes, I was not thinking about aircraft control. No matter how well I performed during training, my instructor would always point out something that I did not do perfectly. By the end of my training, he taught me that it is impossible to fly perfect. There are too many variables. Flying is a continuous series of timely corrections. If you want to maintain a direction, you need to make corrections. because of the winds or weather. And sometimes you have to deal with distractions, like emergencies. The goal is to methodically monitor everything and make small, timely corrections. After you graduate and take your next steps, don't let yourself get overwhelmed. Make small, timely corrections as you travel your course in life. Figure out how to sharpen your focus, set your priorities, and learn to recognize and manage the distractions that will prevent you from reaching your goals. Carmichael's class of 2023, congratulations. And remember, if you don't end up on the moon, you can still end up flying high. Aim high. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Yeesh, for those inspirational words. Before we continue tonight, I would like to ask any seniors who are entering the military and anyone who is currently in the military or veterans in the audience with us tonight to please stand to be recognized. Thank you for your service and commitment to our country. I'd also like to recognize the top 10 students, which is actually 11 in this class because this class is so competitive. These students had an overall grade point average from a 4.336 to a 4.123. These students' names are being read in alphabetical order, not based on their grade point averages. Students, when I call your name, will you please stand up? Audience, will you please hold your applause until everyone is standing? John Chadwick, Spencer Connard, Jacob Fordyce, Macy Cranack, Serena Makel, Rachel Marzo, Ethan Mata, Jacob Robinson, Haley Sanner, Jonah Smith, Sophia Zahler, your top 10. Congratulations, class of 2023 top 10. At this time, I would like to introduce you to your class valedictorian, Sophia Lynn Zahler. Sophia is the daughter of Robert and Marla Zahler of Carmichael's. She has earned a 4.336 GPA. Her school activities include being captain of the award-winning Envirothon team, National Honor Society, Senior Standing Committee, SAD, EMT, a band manager. She lettered 4 years in basketball and softball and was the basketball team's captain. She also lettered 2 years in volleyball. She has won multiple athletic awards, including basketball joining the 1,000 Point Club, Herald Standard Player of the Year, Post-Gazette WPIL Section First Team, softball first team, all-county second team for state. In volleyball, she's the WPIL Player of the Month and the second team all-county. Athlete of the Month for the Greensaver, McCracken Pharmacy Greensaver Sports Athlete of the Week, the Observer Reporter Athlete of the Week. Sophia was also Miss Merry Christmas 2023. She's a member of the Isaac Walton League, Governors for Youth Council Advisory Board, Conservation Ambassador, team leader for the Wildlife Leadership Academy. She also job shadows at Point Marion Veterinary Clinic. She has won multiple awards and scholarships, including a $10,000 scholarship to Penn State, Greene County and Pennsylvania Envirothon scholarships, PASBO scholarship, George C. Block scholarship, State Land Award, Sir Isaac Walton scholarship, the WPIAL James Collins scholarship, the John Thomas Memorial Scholarship, Esther Hart Scholarship, Women's Civic Club Scholarship, the Challenge Program Scholarships for Attendance and Academic Excellence, and AP Senior Literature Award. In the fall, she plans to attend Penn State majoring in biomedical science and then applying for veterinary school with the aspirations of becoming a veterinary surgeon. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of 2023 valedictorian, Sophia Zahler.
Thank you, Mrs. Dravecki, for the introduction. Good evening, family and friends. It is an honor tonight to stand here on stage and speak on behalf of my classmates for an amazing year. Class of 2023. We did it. We completed one of the biggest chapters of our lives and persevered through all challenges. I'm so unbelievably proud of this class. Although this chapter is ending, a new exciting one is about to begin. We built friendships that made our high school experience possible. Through thick and thin, there was a buddy that stuck by our side. Whether there was a math test in the morning or a sports practice that started after school and didn't end until 6 at night, you knew you were getting through with your best friend by your side. To our teachers, all of you are amazing. You all worked so hard during class and even out of it. You support students in everything that happens. Your job is not easy in the slightest, and it amazes me how you guys accomplish so much. As for personal thank yous, Mr. Willis, thank you for the endless memories with the Avirathon team. Being a part of your team and being chosen as captain was such an honor. Although we did place 3rd in the state competition out of 67 other teams, which is huge, I'm just not ready to say goodbye to the competition and team itself. Ms. Fitzsimmons, you saved my junior year. Our stats class only had 5 kids in it. Rarely was I in your class at the end of that year because of softball, but you took the time to make sure I was caught up in all my work. Tough times last year. Mrs. Reed, I came to you randomly my junior year and asked you about EMT and what the whole job is all about. 3 days later, I was in the back of an ambulance driving to a scene at 1 in the morning. We made endless hilarious memories in EMT. I'm so thankful for all of them. Mrs. Mahalik, I was very happy to be in your medterm and anatomy class this year. As I go into college, I feel prepared to go to my biology classes with all your knowledge. You also gave me good advice about the different pathways I can go into the veterinary field. Mr. Lane, I only got to spend my freshman year and junior year with you, but I cherish those times. You were the sweetest person ever. If you weren't teaching me in class, you were giving me pep talks about basketball. You always had an answer when I was panicking about a game situation. Mrs. Dravecki, thank you isn't enough. You have always gone above and beyond any time or anything I needed. You had an open door policy. You have been a big supporter of mine, and I am beyond grateful for the mentoring, guidance, and your dedication. I would also like to congratulate all Carmichael sports teams. There were many victorious moments and fun memories that were made that will last a lifetime. The senior class will miss the field and court they played on for so long. To my basketball coaches, Chelsea and Ian McCombs, I came to you guys with a 1,000-point goal thinking it was not possible, but you guys stuck by my side. All those tiring nights, you two wanted to go home after practice, but I begged you to stay later because I wanted to shoot extra. You guys are awesome for that, and all the love and support you gave to me. Saying goodbye to this sport was the hardest yet. My cafeteria coaches, Tim Jones and Rob Toth, you guys were a blast to be around. Every day during basketball season, I would be taught a new play in the cafeteria from you two. Thank you for those memories. To my athletic directors, John Cranock and Tommy Rico, and to my athletic trainer, Dawn, I greatly appreciate the encouragement and the support you have given me through all my sports on and off the court and field. My heart is full and I am humbled. To my volleyball coaches, Julianne Spini and Emma Lewis, I joined volleyball the last 2 years of high school. I was nervous about coming out that late, but you guys accepted me and took the time to make me the best player I could be. Dave Briggs. Bubs. You know, I remember being in middle school, okay? And this random man walked up to me in the cafeteria and asked me, he goes, "Hey, you're playing softball, right?" I'm looking at him, I was like, honestly, I was too busy getting my food, so I said yes to say yes. Didn't even think about it, right? Didn't think about it. Little did I know, I was getting into a program that is doing amazing things. I'm so proud to be a part of this team my senior year. Joanna Walker and Nikki Onderko, Thank you for lending me a shoulder to cry on when I came back into the dugout after Briggs yelled at me on third base. And for absolutely everything you guys do. You both will be dearly missed. Briggs? Thank you for being Briggs. Your expert windmill moves and motivational speeches at practice were amazing. It's going to be weird next March knowing that I'm not getting ready for a softball game and seeing your smiling face on third base. I'm gonna miss you, bub. Most importantly, Mom, Dad, Grandma, and Sandy, I love you. I wouldn't be here without everything that you've done for me. I'm so blessed to have a family like you. Class of 2023, as I wish you all the best in your future endeavors, never give up on yourself or your dreams. The best is yet to come. May today's dreams be tomorrow's dreams come true. And may all you've learned give you the confidence to be all you can be, and to always be the best version of yourself. Goodbye, Carmichael's High School. I'll remember you for a lifetime. I love you all. I'm proud to be a Mike. Thank you.
Thank you, Sophia. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2023 salutatorian, Jonah Craig Smith. Jonah is the son of Sarah Smith of Carmichael's. He has a cumulative GPA of 4.305. His school activities include being a member of the National Honor Society that volunteered at the food bank, academic team member who competed at the hometown high Q, and marching band member. Outside of school, he enjoys weightlifting. He has won multiple awards and scholarships, including a West Virginia Scholarship of Distinction for $12,000 and a West Virginia Engineering Excellence Scholarship, Robert English Scholarship, AP Lit Award, the Best College Physics Student Award, the Best Math Student, and Academic Varsity Team Award. In the fall, he plans to attend West Virginia University and major in cybersecurity. I now present to you the salutatorian, Jonah Smith.
Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you, Jonah. It is my pleasure to introduce the class of 2023 senior class president, John Ellis Chadwick II. There he goes. Jack is the son of Dr. Joseph Eric Chadwick II of Carmichael's. In addition to being a senior class president, Jack's other school activities include being the member of the National Honor Society, broadcasting with Mike's Nation Live, Academic League, debate team, Students in Action, and a newspaper editor. Jack has won multiple awards and scholarships, including being awarded the Spanish and Physics Student of the Year, Senior Social Studies Award, a Math Award, Academic Team Award, and the Lions Club Boy of the Month in November. In the fall, he plans to attend Clemson University, majoring in political science, with the goal of practicing human rights law. I present to you your class president, Jack Chadwick.
All right. It has been an honor to serve as the senior class president of 2023. I have become closer with just about every person in this senior class that I've spoken to, and I truly believe that we are a strong group capable of boundless success. Some of the smartest, most resourceful, and kindest people that I've ever met are sitting in these chairs in front of me. Remember the power that each of you hold to use your voice and make the changes that you want to see in the world. Strive for the greatest of your circumstances, always seek compromise, and never accept complacency. Mrs. Thomas and Mrs. Moorcraft, you are two of the bravest and most committed people that I have ever known. Despite whatever criticisms you've endured from the fiery fingers of Facebook moms, you've never lost your dedication for making this the greatest senior year that we are capable of. All you. There were times of miscommunication and breakdown, but in the end, you've been gracious people who've kept this whole operation running behind the scenes. Thank you both so much. Now, I'd like to thank some people who need more praise for the effort that they've put into making this high school as enjoyable as possible. I'm going to be thanking the people who personally made connections with me, but know that these connections are not limited to myself and these teachers. Each student has a teacher that they know that they can depend on, and the wonderful staff of this school can never be thanked enough for the love that they display for us. Mrs. Hathaway, I've given you the long version of this speech, but I'd like to publicly say thank you for being there for me during stressful times and allowing me the creative outlets I've used in broadcast. And thank you for allowing Jacket Productions to live. Mr. Hess, you are a wonderful man, a stalwart member of this community, and the greatest speaker I have ever had the privilege of hearing. You made calculus a class for me to look forward to every day, and your endless opportunities with debate, academic league, and food bank provided me the ability to better myself as a student and a person. Thank you for all that you've done. Mr. Rustoka, I always appreciate the priority you place on students' health along with their education. Thank you for your conversations and the love for physics which you instilled in myself and many other students of my class. The history department, Mr. Lane, Mrs. Reed, Ms. Karen, and Mr. Galino. I've actually only had Mrs. Reed for a CPR class in 9th grade, or in 10th grade rather, but I know the impact that she's had on my classmates since 9th grade, so I think it'd be wrong if I left her out. In a time where we as a society are seemingly less interested in learning from our mistakes, these men and women are always engaging us in not only proving academically, but as citizens. Knowledge of the past is only as useful as its application to the present, and these men and women exemplify that to a T. You've all made history a great field of study at this school. Thank you. I'm going to shout out Mrs. Thomas again here, not because of any special preference of sponsors, but because she has had to put up with me a lot longer than anybody probably should. I had Mrs. Thomas's Spanish class for all 4 years of high school, as well as for 1 quarter in 8th grade. On top of that, I've spent the last year bothering her in between lessons about various senior class issues, so she is definitely tired of me by this point. If there's one thing that I can say about Mrs. Thomas, it is that her astronomical dedication to improving students' lives is unparalleled. Whoops. In both teaching Spanish and co-sponsoring senior class, she has never missed a beat when any work has needed to be done. She is driven to ensure equal opportunity for every child that walks through her door, and her love for the students is only matched by her love for Spanish culture. So, Mrs. Thomas, I thank you for being so wonderful to me all these years. And to quote your daughter, Miss Bailey Gray, it's been real, it's been fun, but it ain't been real fun. Thank you to my family for being my greatest source of strength. Keegan and Declan, you two are proof to me that happiness comes in forms which you can never expect. On my worst days, I have been able to look at my brothers and be reminded that whatever actions I take, you will be watching. You both inspire me to be a better man, and neither of you can really understand what I'm talking about right now, so I hope that my vibes are getting across. Thank you to Ainsley for motivating me to actually write this speech and for being somebody to vent to. Thank you to Trey for being my best friend and introducing me to the art that I've loved. Thank you to Roxy for the innumerable and countless things that you've done to get me here, including buying me this tie that my friends have made fun of me for. Thank you to my grandparents for being both my favorite people and my greatest defenders. And finally, thank you to my father. You are my rock and the one person who I know I can always go to. You have been my champion for my entire life, and I hope to one day be a man as great as you. Thank you all.
With us this evening are the teachers who accompanied your sons and daughters through their elementary, middle, and high school experiences. Teachers, please rise and be recognized for your dedication to the class of 2023. Thank you. I'd also like to recognize everyone who worked to make this night possible, especially Mr. Travis Townsend and Colton Belmont with our technology experts and sound, Ms. Jessica Hathaway with her Mike's Nation live crew who is live streaming with us tonight. I'd like to recognize Mr. Dave Franks and Officer Craig Miller for their dedication to tonight. Without them, tonight's events would not be possible. So thank you for working so hard to make this such a special event for our graduates. And now on to the awards presentation. In 1998, Michael E. Halupka, a 1959 graduate of Cumberland Township High School, and his wife, Kathleen Marinoff, a 1964 graduate of Carmichael's Area High School, created a scholarship to be awarded each year to an outstanding Carmichael's Area High School senior. This scholarship will be awarded in increments of $1,000 per year, and the student has to remain in a good standing at an accredited college for a maximum of 5 years. Before I announce tonight's winner, I would ask that any past recipients who are with us tonight please stand and be recognized. This year's recipient is Macy Kranak. Congratulations, Macy. Thank you. Congratulations, Macy. In 1999, Paul and Dolores Jaswa Lavins, graduates of Cumberland Township High School, established the Jaswa Lavins Scholarship in honor of their families. This $5,000 a year renewable scholarship will be awarded to 2 outstanding seniors. Will any of the past recipients in attendance with us tonight please stand? Mrs. Rachel Angry, a 2001 winner, will now present the Paul and Dolores Jaswa Lavin Scholarships.
Good evening and congratulations, class of 2023. I'm Rachel Angry, a 2001 Carmichael's alumni and 2004 Penn State alumni, so I'm proud to see I'm surrounded by good folks. I'm also a former recipient of the Dolores and Paul Jaswa Lavins Scholarship. Now, let's turn your attention to the 2 people that created this. 2 people that ultimately changed my life and all the lives of those folks that are standing and other ones that are out changing the world right now. Paul and Dolores Jaswa Lavins. Dolores was from Nemacolin. Paul was from Rice's Landing. Both were children of coal miners. Both Dolores and Paul graduated from this very school back in 1949, but back then it wasn't called Carmichael's. It was called Cumberland Township High School. That was just a mere 74 years ago, though. They were in the same homeroom and sat 1 seat away from one another. Though they never dated back in high school, Dolores did teach Paul to dance, and they were simply good friends. Years go by and they reunite. Paul was serving our country. Thank you, Paul. He and Dolores reunited, and he said that he thinks he asked Dolores to marry him by a letter when he was stationed overseas. That isn't true love. I don't know what is. Together, Dolores and Paul are strong believers of unlimited potential and benefits from a good education. And they are very fond of the arts and humanities too. Some of you may recognize their names from the Lavins Media Center down the hall. Their generosity is incredibly far-reaching, especially outside the walls of our very school. They created a nonprofit organization for educational and charitable purposes. And more recently, Paul established the Mayo Clinic, Dolores Jean Lavins Center for Humanities and Medicine, Because Dolores loved to dance and found quite joy in the humanities, it's a perfect combination to bring arts and culture to a healing medical environment. Okay, back to Carmichael's. The first two Paul and Dolores Jaswell Lavin scholarship recipients were awarded in the year of 2000. And every year since then, there have been two. That's 22 years total. Tonight will make 23. So let's do some quick math. Each scholarship is $20,000, broken down each year to $5,000. After tonight's recipients are awarded, that will make a total of $960,000. And next year, it'll hit the $1 million mark. Though Dolores passed away in 2010 after a battle with cancer, Mr. Paul Lavins is here with us tonight. Mr. Lavins, please stand up and let us thank you. Now, let me present to all of you this year's Paul and Dolores Jaswell Lavin scholarship recipients in no particular order. Gabrielle Yazani. Allison Pitcock. Congratulations, ladies. Now go change the world.
Congratulations, Allison and Gabby. Thank you, Rachel, for presenting that today. And thank you, Mr. Lavins. Your tremendous generosity will serve these students well as they endeavor into their college experiences. It is an honor that I get to address the class of 2023. As I reflect on your senior year, I'm extremely proud and amazed by this great group of students and all of their accomplishments. The class of 2023, you have come a long way. Your journey has been filled with challenges and triumphs and countless memories. Those memories will stay with you forever, long beyond tonight. Looking back at your high school years, remember the excitement that you had your first day of your freshman year and how daunting the future seemed. You embraced the unknown with the courage, resiliency, and unwavering spirits that you have. You took every opportunity to forge a pathway that involved you growing, learning, and excelling in your studies and extracurricular activities. Along the way, you never, ever lost focus. You faced adversity head-on, and you achieved your goals. You pulled together as a class, supporting one another and reminding each other of the incredible potential that each and every one of you have. Time spent here is also spent building lifelong friendships. Class of 2023 has demonstrated an obvious drive and dedication that will get them anything that they want in life. Their time spent here deserves a lot of recognition in both academics and extracurricular activities, including WPIAL playoff teams in football, golf, girls basketball, boys basketball, baseball, and softball. To our softball team, I wish you the best of luck next week as you compete in the PIAA playoffs for the state champion. In addition to our sports, we also have our very talented band that had a once-in-a-lifetime performance at Magic Kingdom. Outstanding video media class with a wonderful with the wonderful Mike's Nation live broadcasts. Successful career and technology students who were given priceless experiences outside the classroom, which make them very competitive in today's job market, who passed their NOCTA exams and received multiple scholarships. Our county-winning Envirothon team, who placed third in the state. Our very talented drama club that brought Newsies to life. Our rigorous EMT course that all students passed their psychomotor skills exam. Our successful and rapidly growing esports team. Our competitive academic team, our amazing debate team, and our innovative business classes, and so much more. Academically, you guys challenged yourself with 26 of you taking at least 3 credits through Carlow College, and 14 of you taking at least 3 credits through Westmoreland Community College. Class of 2023, your hard work has resulted in $750,000 worth of scholarships. During your time here, you've not only gained knowledge from classes, but you also had valued lessons in life. These lessons go far beyond the walls of the classroom. You have learned the power of collaboration and the importance of empathy. Your experiences took you to many incredible places. During these experiences, you discovered that success isn't defined solely by your grades or your accolades, but by the impact you have on others and the world around you. From these experiences, you have created your own individual pathways. Tonight marks an exciting time when each of you will begin these pathways. You've already began planning for these pathways, with 73% of you going on to a 2- or 4-year college or trade school, 25% of you going directly into the workforce, and 2% of you going into the military branches. I assure you that you are ready for these next steps. A testament to your readiness is associated with the individuals with us tonight who also went through Carmichael's Area School District. The foundation for their success came from their experiences at Carmichael's Area School District. Remember, success is a choice, but with the foundations you receive here, failure is not an option. Each and every one of you will find your own accomplishments and become the next successful Carmichael's alumni story. Your success story will involve you having discipline, focus, a strong work ethic, and the ability to approach every situation with a positive attitude. Class of 2023, you will make great accomplishments in the world. I assure you, with hard work, you will never have to settle for anything. As the great Winston Churchill once said, success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. This courageous group will make an impact on the world. Before I conclude, I would like to express my gratitude to the parents, guardians, and family members who are with us tonight and who have supported the graduates through their educational journey. Your unwavering love and encouragement and guidance have been instrumental in their success. Graduates, will you please stand and turn to the audience, and let's acknowledge them for their contributions with a round of applause. Thank you. In closing, my heartfelt congratulations goes out to the remarkable class of 2023. As you step into the unknown, embrace the challenges and seize the opportunities that lie ahead. I implore you to remain true to yourself, to your values, and to the unyielding spirit that has brought you thus far. Cherish the memories that you've made together and know that we will always be here cheering you on. May your future be filled with endless possibilities and extreme happiness. Remember, once a Mike, always a Mike. Congratulations, class of 2023. Stand, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, these students before you have fulfilled all the requirements set forth by the Carmichael's Area School District Board of Education, as well as the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Mr. Kevin Martin, President of the School Board of Education, I now present to you the class of 2023 graduating class from Carmichael's High School. that good?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, buddy, you got it.
Thank you. Okay. Oh, yeah. They gotta walk fast. They gotta walk. Alec Paul Anderson. Michaela Ray Andrews. Savannah Faith Autry. Luke Anthony Barnish. Erin Ora Beckett. Jacob Richard Blaker. Joey Lynn Brown. Madison Gabrielle Brown. Kaylee Shaylin Brownfield. Myers Elliott Buttermore. John Ellis Chadwick. Yeah, I keep like hitting these. Shaden Ryan Chun. Spencer Allen Connard. Colin Michael Coombs. Beth Marie Cree. Madison Nicole Davis. Madeline Elizabeth Eddy. Kendall Marie Ellsworth. Jacob Lawrence Fordyce. Alyssa May Gooseman. Chloe Dawn Harden. Landon Alexander Herod. Gracie Dawn Huggins. Marcella Ann Hunter. Parker Joel Hyatt. Nathaniel Marcus Giuliani. Sebastian Alexander Kachersky. Braden Maxwell Kelly. Hunter James King. Macy Catherine Kranak. Mason Daniel Lilly. Serena Sky Makel. Justin Scott Manning. Rachel Lauren Marzo. Ethan Andrew Mata. Chad Anthony Meadows. Andrew, my apologies. It was Anthony, or Andrew, oh my gosh, it was Andrews. Christopher Mark Mincer. Alex Caitlin Morris. Skylar Richard Nelson. Callie Kaylin Napwaski. Raylyn Elizabeth Patterson. Dylan Anthony Peruzzi. Caleb Jonah Phillips. Troy Colin Piper. Allison Jordan Pitcock. Grace June Plavy. Colin Van Purcell. Bayessa Lynn Reefer Barnes. Riley Rochelle Renner. Madison Joe Richards. Tyler Michael Richmond. Carly Alexandra Roberts. Jacob Wesley Robison. Sarah Elizabeth Roscoe. Ariel Elizabeth Russo. Haley Marie Sanner. Mary Renee Schmauslin. Peyton James Schooley. Jonah Craig Smith. Forget about it. Who worries? Juan Gabriel Solis. Olivia Grace Toth. Ava May Volek. Brooklyn Aaron Walker. Christopher Jacob Whipke. Olivia Luzetta Woods. Oh, that's nice. Gabrielle Elena Yazani. Sophia Lynn Zahler.
Graduates, please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, these students before you have fulfilled the requirements set forth by the Carmichael's Board of Education and by the Pennsylvania education system. By the power vested in me by the state of Pennsylvania, I pronounce you graduates of Carmichael's Area School District. Congratulations. Congratulations, class of 2023. Everyone, please stand for the singing of our alma mater.
In our hearts we'll ever think of you. We are loyal sons and daughters. Dear golden years passing by, oh, how they fly. Short years for both you and I. We will always sing this song to you. To the world we'll tell your story. We are proud that we belong to you as you stand in all your glory.
Please be seated. This concludes tonight's graduation ceremony. Audience, I'd ask you to please remain in your seats while our honored guests, teachers, and graduates file out of the gymnasium. Graduates, please remember to report to the cafeteria after you leave here. Congratulations again, class of 2023. God bless, and have a great evening.